everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a kind of get ready with me chit chat Q&A kind of thing. I left a post on my Instagram and asked people to ask me questions so I could answer them while I do my makeup, and so that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm first going to start out with my eyes, and I'm going to take just some concealer and put that down, and then just blend it out with a sponge. I don't use eye primer, just use concealer. I feel like it does the same thing, and it's cheaper to buy just one thing instead of two. I don't know why I just closed both my eyes. And if I'm like turned this way because I have my mirror right here, and then I have my computer with questions. I guess I could just do my phone. And then I have my phone, which has my questions. Okay, so I'm gonna set that with a cream eyeshadow, which this one is from Sparrow Cosmetics on Instagram, and this one is called Earth 1. And I'm just using that to set my eyelid. I'm wanting to do something really cranberry-ish and smoky. I've been loving, where is it? I've been loving this Maple and Beach, what is it, Sassy palette, which is just this perfect, like if this is not fall in a palette, I don't know what is. And the pigmentation of this is just so pretty, like, yes. Considering they're not a very well-known brand yet, hopefully they will be. Like, their stuff is just so good. So I'm going to set the other eye real quick. And this is just like a perfect kind of nude shade for my skin tone. I'm pretty fair, so. Anyway, I'm going to take this fluffy brush. This is from Eco Tools. And I'm going to take this peachy color and start putting that as my transition shade. Oh. The first question was, how many pans of white paint do you go through a month? It takes me about 3 months to go through a white paint pan. Depends on which one I get. Usually I get the Mayron, like, I don't know, just a normal kind of big one. It's about that big. And that one takes me about 3 or 4 months depending on how many white base looks I'm doing. But I recently tried to order like a refill of it and ended up being way smaller, so that's taken me about 2 months to go through. So every like 2 to 4 months, I guess. The next question I got was, what are your favorite makeup looks you've created? I would have to say the Soul Stealer looks that I have on my page are probably my favorite, just because I feel like those are something that I created personally. Like, they weren't something that I took inspiration from. I just kind of came up with one of them in my head one day and then have created 4 in total. So they've become like my pride on my page, if that makes sense. And whenever I post them, people seem to really enjoy them. So I know that like what I'm doing is going over really well with people. So I feel like that's another reason I have like a special place in my heart for those looks. But I also like the lion one I did, which I'll kind of insert pictures of what I'm talking about if you don't follow me. That was the first time I ever painted an animal on me, like made myself an animal, and I thought it turned out really good, so that was probably another favorite of mine. Plus, it recently got featured in Allure magazine, so that was really cool. And I didn't know that was going to happen. So thank you to the makeup friend who pointed that out to me, because I didn't even know that existed. But I would say those two are probably my favorite. My camera died, so what I was saying was I'm taking this color and deepening my crease a little bit. And then I lost my mirror. I like how I have like a big mirror right here and then I'm using a small mirror because I don't know. The next question. Next question is, when did you start doing creative makeup? I remember this like so vividly, but I was 18 and it was October and I had just, well not just, but I guess I had just started college. I'd been in college a couple months and I was sitting down watching YouTube videos and I came across one that Allison Henry did. She used to go by Allison Loves JB for the Jonas Brothers, but she did a cracked doll look and I was just blown away by that. I had never discovered the creative makeup world, and I had known, like, I knew there was makeup tutorials on Instagram, but it wasn't as big as it is now. And I feel like a lot of people say that, but when she posted that cracked doll video, which I'll post like a screenshot of the picture of it, I was just beside myself. Like, I was like, this is incredible, I need to do this. And I had never attempted anything like that in my life before. I didn't even have paint. And I remember I took this e.l.f. black eyeliner that you can get. I think you can still get it in a, by the way, I'm taking this cranberry shade and just deepening my crease. And a white eyeshadow base from NYX, and attempted it with whatever makeup I had. Cause I still attempted it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, I loved being able to turn myself into something else. And it wasn't good. And looking back at it now, like, that one video brought me to where I am today. And I ended up actually telling her that, and she was like mind blown. But I was 18. Okay, well, it was a lot more smoky than I wanted, but whatever. I'm gonna take this kind of flat brush and this darker purple and just kind of deepen up the inner and outer corner. Next one is, when you started Instagram, what did you envision your page being? When I started, I was only doing eye looks, like eye makeup posts. And so I thought my page was going to be a beauty page. Like, just dedicated to just beauty makeup. And even though that's not what I wanted to do, I don't know why I went that direction, because that's not, I can't find my brush. That's not what I wanted to do. By the way, I'm taking a pencil brush instead of that flat brush. And so I started to kind of do more creative stuff. I feel like it hasn't been until August of this past year that the page I've created has been a good representation of me. Like, I've always done work that's my own, but I've evolved as an artist through the like 20 months that I've been doing this page. And so recently it's become kind of what I've envisioned, and it's finally starting to like gain traction, and I feel like more and more people are enjoying what I'm posting, and so it's now becoming the page that I guess I wanted it to be. I'm gonna take this black and just deepen it more. Next question is, how do you stay inspired? I don't know. Just kidding. I stay inspired by, I don't know, because it's a ton of the time I'm not inspired. Like, a lot of the times I have to kind of force myself. And so if I'm uninspired, I either talk to people, like friends or family, and have them, like, do they have any ideas? Do they want to see anything? Or I'll put like a poll up on Instagram and have people tell me what they would want to see. Or I just go on Google and look up abstract art or patterns. The next question is, who are your biggest inspirations when it comes to makeup? I'm gonna again like post pictures around, but my biggest inspirations are Laura Kalmakoff, Snitchery, Ellie35X, Mikey from Glam and Gore, obviously. Anoetic makeup I really like, Cosmetic Souls I really like. I like people who, like, I enjoy people who kind of step out of the box a little bit. The next one is, how the heck are you so creative? And I have no idea. It's funny because when I was growing up, I was I was a nerd, pretty much. I was just good at school. And I never was good at art, and I never found myself to be creative. I just never felt like creativity was in me until this happened. So it took a long time, and I honestly don't know. I'm going to take the shimmery shade on my finger because I find that applies better that way, and just put that in the center. And then the last part of that question was, what are your favorite body paints you use? I only use Mayron and Wolf paints. I mean, those are the only ones I've tried. So I'm just going to say those are my favorite because of that. Next one is, what are your favorite makeup brands for everyday makeup versus creative makeup? Is there much of a difference? And what eyeshadow palette do you reach for most when doing your makeup every day? I don't find that there's a difference between creative makeup and like my everyday makeup. I use my everyday makeup for my creative makeup and vice versa. I mean, obviously you're not going to want to use like liquid latex on your everyday makeup, but I use the same eyeshadows, same lipsticks. So my favorite brands, I enjoy Maple and Beach Cosmetics a lot. I love NYX. BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes I love to use, as well as Morphe. Was it what eyeshadow palette do you reach for most? Lately it's been this one. I mean, this kind of color is one of my favorite colors, and so I've been going for this a lot because I love something shimmery, and that works really well. Next question. What's your favorite food? My favorite food are chips. If that is considered, I mean, it is food. I have loved chips since I was a child. I love all and any chip, or any and all chips. I could eat them all the time and be just content with my life. Would you eat only French fries for a whole year for $1 million? I would not. I think I physically couldn't eat French fries. I mean, I love French fries, but I don't think I could eat them for a whole year. Like, if that's the only thing I ate, I don't think I could eat it. I'm going to take a break from the eye makeup because I don't know what's happening. And I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in Classic Ivory. You know what's funny is I don't really wear this much foundation, but I figure I'm making a video, so why not? And I kind of just want to go like full glam today because I have nothing to do. So why not? And I'm going to take this Sonic Blend brush from Michael Todd and just use that to do my cheeks because I have really red cheeks and I feel like this works really well. Would you run through your neighborhood naked for $1 million? Yes, I would. I would just run as fast as I possibly could. But for $1 million, I mean, it depends, I guess, how much neighborhood you're talking about, because I kind of have a large neighborhood, so I don't know what that means. Next one is, where do you want your makeup ambition to take you career-wise? Well, I want to do makeup for a living. Like, that's the ultimate dream. I would love to work on a movie set. Like, my dream is to see my name on like a movie credit. And I've wanted that forever, but I feel like as long as I'm doing makeup, like, that would just make me happy. I feel like this foundation is too dark for me, which is kind of sad. Because it worked at one point. Oh, it is, isn't it? Ooh. Huh. Well, that's fun. So I'm gonna have to go get another shade because this is all I have and I had no idea. What is the worst makeup request you've ever gotten? To be honest, I don't get many makeup requests. I've gotten some, and usually I forget that people have asked me to do something, and it's rare that people ask me to do something, so I don't think I have a worst one because I haven't, like, I don't really get many. Kind of lighten up this foundation. Like, this is way more makeup than I ever wear, but today I want to do that, so. And I never highlight, like, this is a whole new world. Next one. What's my most favorite item? What's my favorite item of makeup? Lipstick. I could not live without lipstick. I just absolutely love what it does. Like, even if I don't want to wear, or what was I going to do? Before I finish blending that out, I'm going to take the lighter of the concealer and just put that, I like to put that in the very inner corner because I have very, like, dark inner corners. But I just have this love for lipstick, and that's definitely what I own the most of. Next. At what point did you start getting recognized for your work and gain a good following? Did you just have a light bulb moment and start doing things differently, or was it just good old-fashioned persistence? I would say the last month, like 2 months maybe, have my page started doing pretty well. I mean, it's taken me a lot longer than a lot of people, and it's because I honestly and truly think it's because I went from posting every day to posting twice a week. Like, ever since I started doing that, I just feel like my page has just done better than it ever has. And it has taken persistence because there are so many times I wanted to just stop. I don't know if it necessarily stopped, but I would just get so frustrated because not only did I see these people like James Charles and other Instagram people start, like, barely be on. I would have been on longer than them, and they were way ahead of me. And even friends around me were doing way better than me. And it was really frustrating because you feel like you're putting in a ton of effort, more than some people, and you weren't getting anywhere. But again, my looks weren't the best they could be. And it took me a while to find out that if I put more time and effort into these looks, people appreciate them more. It's still doing pretty well, which I'm appreciative of. What water-activated paints taste better? Well, I don't think I've ever eaten my paint before. The next question. What do you love better, Pepsi or Cola? Don't say they're the same. I like both. Depends on where I'm eating, I guess, because some places only sell Coke and some places only sell Pepsi, so if I had the option of both, I would probably choose Coke, just because I don't think I've ever chosen a Pepsi besides if, like, I had to. I don't contour my face just because I don't care, and I just don't think it does anything, but I will put on blush and highlight, even though I don't really do that either. I'm the worst makeup person there is. I see why other people do it. I just don't think it works well with me. What's your most weirdest makeup you've ever done? My entire page? I think everything I do is kind of weird. And I am going to contour just for you guys because why not go the whole extra mile? And this is just the Wet n Wild Dulce de Leche contouring palette. I just don't think contouring does much for me. And I don't know if it's the color. I just don't understand the point. Is Butterfly Jasmine 49 your favorite? She's one of them. What's your filming setup, lighting, camera, etc.? So my filming setup kind of makes me laugh. I have a Canon SX410 IS, like, point shoot camera, and I have it sitting on a ring light that I bought from Amazon, but just the ring light. Like, I have the stand over here. There is a lamp that I've zip tied this onto, and I'm sitting on my floor, and there's a picture right here because this was the only empty space that I have in my room that like works as a background. Plus it was really comfortable to just sit on the floor. And then I have a mirror, and this is where I film. This is where I take pictures. I do not have a fancy setup by any means. Next one. What look of yours was the most fun to create and which was most challenging? Like I said, those soul stealers are probably my favorite to create too. And anything where I kind of go more abstract is also my favorite to create, because I feel like it just pushes me to do cool things. And those soul stealers are just fun to create just because I can change them up, but like they still all kind of have the same base to them. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Oh, I like that, and I don't even like highlighter. Oh, that is way too much. Okay. And then the most challenging, I entered the next phase of Mayron contest and I did not win, but the girl who won was just like incredible and she's so nice. But those were by far the most challenging. That's because that would take me like 8 hours. Not 8, 5 hours each to do. So I'm going to take that Maple and Beach palette and take the green and put that under my eye with a pencil brush. Yeah, I want to do pencil brush. Oh, I just put that on my lid. And I'm just going to put that, run it underneath. Other question. How often / how many times have you completely scrapped a look? More than I want to. There have been so many times where I just hate how, like, I can't even count how many times I've just hated a look that I've done and scrapped it. Like, if I ended up taking pictures of them and posting them, I would have enough for like a year. If you could only pet one kind of animal for the rest of your life, what would it be? You would be strictly forbidden to pet any other animal. I think I would just have to go with dogs. I love dogs. I mean, I love all animals, but like I have 2 dogs and I love them, and not like to be able to pet them would just make me really sad. I'm taking the Jordana Easy Liner in Rock and Rose. But like, that'd be hard. I have a cat too. And that'd be really sad if I could never pet her again. That's such a sad question. But I still would have to say dog. Just because I feel like I see more dogs too. And I pet more dogs. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I have this Smashbox Lip Enhancing Gloss. I don't even like lip gloss. And Glamour. This is a lot of things I don't normally do. Okay everyone, that was my, struggle to get ready with me while I answered some questions that were left to me on my Instagram. If you want to be a part of a next one that I do, follow me at Beauty and the Beast on Instagram. I post more there than I do here, but I'm really going to try to keep this YouTube page going, and I want to do more personal videos so you guys can know me better. And so if you have any requests or anything fun, leave them down below, and subscribe if you want to, like the video if you want to. Thank you to the people who did ask me questions, and I will see you in my next video, hopefully not a month from now.